Routine, phone in hand, live. Good morning, pre-game crew.
Hello.
What's up? Happy hump day.
Who's going to be the first one to chat?
Hmm.
Who's going to be the first one to comment?
Here it goes. They're typing so fast. I didn't care if it's spelled right. Just comment. Share. I got one sharing.
Who's it going to be?
Who gonna be?
Who's it going to be?
Everything on the internet right now, like internet, I don't know, like locally.
I know.
How much we talked about this?
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah Woods.
Hope you had a good birthday. I'm sorry I misedited that thing yesterday.
Yeah.
Everybody kept saying, happy 100th birthday, Sarah.
It was the Zens. We already blamed it on something.
Yes, it was the Zen.
You'll be better today.
I'm already a lot better.
What I want to know is anybody on the stream out there that she had a wonderful birthday. I'm glad to hear that. If anybody out there was able to, they braved top of the morning, Patrick. The fact, did you get a breakfast Renza?
I want to know.
I want to know.
I want to know if somebody got one.
Doug's, what up, Ernesto? I want to know if anybody got in that line. Because I just read everything. It's causing traffic havoc.
And it's at the new Runza.
56 and Holdridge.
Yeah, that's brand new.
Or if you're out there and you're in line, call us.
Yeah,
I thought a great post was, I saw a post like the average, obviously the drive-through was like that, whatever. Good for them. And it's for a good cause too, because they're raising some money. I think Runza or something put out a post that like, it's okay. You can come inside too and get the sandwich.
Nobody wants to get out of their car. Everybody just wants to go through the drive-through.
Oh, man.
I wonder if they had hash browns.
I'm sure they had all. No, they're just doing that. They're just doing the one.
Ernesto, you're a thug.
You're
a thug,
man.
Ernesto.
Don't go. Hey,
what?
Don't come at Ernesto.
No, he called us thugs.
Are we not?
Or Ernesto called me last. I forgot
I'm
to call
hard.
you back. Man.
I am hard.
I was in the middle of a dart game.
I'm hard. Hard.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
All right, we're about 20 seconds away.
Oh, all right.
Is that me?
No, that was my bad. All right.
Now you're the morning thugs.
We need to start the show.
Yep.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy hump day. Perfect timing on that song. Welcome to the Morning Hookup. Bill Hucks, Will Wilson. Hope your Wednesday's off to a great start. Middle of the week, baby. What's up, Will Wilson?
What's going on?
That song is like perfect. It's hump day. You want to make love. You got a grill and chill coming up tonight. Like, it's on.
Uh-huh.
Like, hello.
Uh-huh.
Ding, ding, ding.
Really?
You got a zen going on.
I got my zen.
The morning hookup may not ever be the same.
Why?
More epic. It is right now because we're just everything's coming back together.
Everything is falling in place.
Yeah.
Don't you love it when a plan falls in place?
Yeah. I mean, now, like, you get a good plan in place, but a good plan always has the person with the plan knows how to navigate the obstacles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's a good chance there's always an obstacle in the way.
Oh, always.
It's how do you just, it's like playing baseball, right? Man on first. What do I do if the ball is hit to me with 1 out, 2 out, no out? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Always be thinking ahead.
Yeah, that's what I struggled with.
Because stuff gets in the way.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Because you got a grill and chill tonight. You're taking care of dogs. What happens if one of the dogs gets loose or they won't leave you alone? I mean, it's just all kinds of crap.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Life goes on. You got to get around that stuff.
What happens if you're like the movie The Christmas Story, right? You're making the food, you burn the turkey.
Yeah. And
then what happens? There you are.
Well, no, yeah, but
right?
Wasn't it the dogs?
The dog. Whatever. You burn
what do they call them? The bumpus?
The hounds.
No, they call them like the pumpus dogs.
I don't know. Bumping what?
You need to chill.
So you just never know when the obstacles get in the way. Welcome in. We got a lot of fun today. We'll talk a lot of Huskers coming up. Man, we'll throw a little football in today. See what's happening. There's just like Nebraska got this. It's like this spring league thing. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
We're
that
trying
out.
to figure that out. We'll kind of see what's going on. Bumpus. That's what we got from Sarah.
It was the Bumpus Dogs.
We'll talk that. We'll talk a little baseball. Unfortunately, the 10-game win streak came to an end last night. We'll also have Henry T. Buchanan, another day, another portal defector in it. Guys, don't stress out about it. Okay? The person that should be stressed out the most is JP. He's got to learn a whole new roster. So-and-so for 3. I don't know, learning new names.
Yeah. Well,
right? Because there's like 3 people in the room right now.
Yeah.
4 people.
You made a good point. I think this is the new normal.
It's a new norm. And you look at the ones, right? You look at the ones. We don't know. When we get to it, we'll talk to T about it. Like, they're not known commodities, right? Like, Jamarcus Lawrence, maybe the most known commodity that went in the portal.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe CJ. But Eli Rice, freshman. Don't know. Ramil Lloyd, never took the court. Jot. Everybody, I know he's like, it could be up and coming, but
hey, he had that nice mid-range jumper.
That's all. We can remember that forever.
During the Illinois game.
We don't know. Like, he hadn't played basketball that much.
So,
right?
Jotter 1285 kind of broke the news before we just got the ESPN update. We got
what is happening?
Breaking news in the NFL. The Bills are finalizing a deal to send Stephon Diggs to the Texans for draft picks.
My goodness, what is happening?
Well, I think it speaks more to just Stephon Diggs. This guy,
they've got
he is a head case.
This trade detail says the Texans will get Diggs, a 6th-round pick in 24, a 5th round in 25. The Bills will receive the 2025 2nd-round pick.
The Texans are Super Bowl contenders.
They're stacking it up. Boy,
they are looking to
God
play.
This did not happen yesterday when Brian Munson was on.
Oh yeah,
he might have just straight hung up on us.
This all makes sense. The Bills, their window is closing. It's probably closed a few seasons ago, and the Texans are looking to play. Man,
that's impressive.
Texans are looking to play.
I did not see that coming. Wow.
Yeah. Well, if I'm a Bills fan, I'm not too mad about that.
No. Boy, it might expose Josh Allen a little bit. Who's he throwing to?
Yeah. They'll get some picks.
Gabe Davis, some step on up.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Breaking news. Wow. Appreciate you. Go ahead.
Sorry, by the way, if you're listening out there in the car, let us know if you got a breakfast runza today.
Yeah, we want to know. Like, it's been the craze, right?
Call in 402-489-1240. We want to know how they are.
Yeah. Send us a picture. Whatever. Do it. Call it. We'd like to hear from you.
Yeah.
Right?
We're curious.
I'm very curious about this whole thing. So, how darts last night? Did you? All right. So, better performance. Did you break down?
Well, so I was supposed to
get a little go-go juice. Did we do this right?
Tuesday is singles league.
Yeah, singles. All the single ladies.
And I was supposed to play Adam, who is Sarah's boyfriend. But we didn't play, obviously, because they had birthday plans, and I'm sure they went on a nice dinner. So I didn't get to play a singles league, but I had my other league over at Oxy.
Okay, this is the new league.
This is the new league. Remember where I have a random partner? Right?
Yeah. This is the round. Yeah, just the whatever. Boom, go.
Yeah, and we won 3-0. So
nice.
Yep.
Did you partake?
Alcoholic
beverage?
No, I did not.
Off of it.
I did not.
You were just in a better headspace.
I wanted to, but I didn't.
I didn't either. By the way,
by the way, I'm going to Friday. I'm not doing the week. Like when I say week, I mean the work week.
Okay, so that's all right. Definition done.
Yes,
definition. Done.
And I'm working a sorority event Friday night, and so once midnight hits, I'm gonna want something.
Drink wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't. What are you talking about, man?
I'm just saying. You said I would have to listen.
You are making me look terrible right now.
I'm just saying what you said. It's just like it was like
we were talking about alcohol.
I'm gonna be at a sorority party, and when we're done at midnight, I might want something. Just say I want a drink.
By the way, I'm not I'm working the party. I'm not partying. I'm working the party.
All right. Well done. So, all right. Patrick said he drove by by that runza and it was packed. One of my friends went there, waited 20 minutes for a breakfast run, said it was amazing.
20 minutes isn't bad.
That ain't bad.
I thought it was going to be a lot more.
That ain't bad. They got the cops out there directing traffic.
The cops are out there?
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder. Hey, by the way, K-State played in the
All-Star action.
All-Star game.
Yeah,
It's pretty exciting.
that's pretty exciting.
All right, good.
Good stuff. Welcome in. Thanks guys hanging out with us on a blustery. Look at that blustery Wednesday. So let's just go through some Husker stuff, man. Look at it. Obviously, we mentioned it earlier. Matarja enters the portal. What else can we say?
Yeah,
like it's not falling apart. It's just now putting this roster together. Right now, that's the 6th departure. C.J. Wilchard, Lawrence, Eli Rice, Ramil Lloyd, Blaze Keita, now gone. Right.
I always wonder if it was the player's decision or if it was Hoiberg sitting down with the guy and saying, "Hey, man, I think it's best if you get out of here."
I think this is a combination of both, my friend. Yeah. But it doesn't come without. Robin mentioned it yesterday, and I had some conversations. Like, this is the new norm. This is the new norm, right? Whatever your situation in your case is, whether it be want to get back closer to home, looking for a better opportunity, maybe NIL, blah, blah. Like, there's a laundry list. We're going to see 4 to 5 of these a year. And there are tough conversations to be had, right? Like, Nebraska's a program. You just got through 20-something wins, and you had another first-round exit after 10 years not being there in the tournament. You're exploring now ways to get over the hump, okay? You've got to find a way to get over the hump, okay?
And you didn't.
And right now, and you did not yet. You're not quite there. You're not quite there.
You didn't do it with what you had.
So now you look through your roster, you explore it, okay? And you got to go back and say, how does our squad, how does our program get back to the tournament again, and how do they get over the hump?
Got to get better,
right? But it's position, right? You got to find that position. I mean, obviously the big knock on Nebraska has been what for a long time? Physical big man.
Yeah.
Somebody protecting the rim, right? Well, we got look, man, I'm not talking about a mask or I'm talking about a legit 6'11", 7-foot guy that's going to man the rim and be able to take on some of the physical big men in the Big Ten.
Yeah, we haven't had that since
never.
Dubio KK.
I mean, you have got to figure that out.
That was, I bet that you forgot about that name.
I forgot Dubio KK.
You forgot about Doobie.
But he was like, okay.
I mean, he was just good on the defensive side.
And it's hard for Nebraska to get a big man. I mean, you got to figure out what that presence is, what that pipeline. I mean, look at Purdue. I know we all hate to say it, but Matt Painter and that crew has found a way to recycle big men.
Mm-hmm.
They got a 7'2" kid waiting for Edie to leave.
It's impressive.
You got to have some physicality in that middle. So I think not just that, but Fred and staff are now trying to figure out how to retool the roster when some of those conversations probably had. Hey, here's the deal, right? You might not be the best fit for here. Let me help you find another place. This is your role next year, and leave it at that. And then the kid decides, I don't want that role. I'm going to go find another place. And that's fine. We as fans, by the way, should not be tweeting or coming at those kids. They are making their own decision.
Yeah. And
they're adults, right?
I haven't been seeing a lot of that.
No, but I think fans right now that aren't accustomed to this at Nebraska think the sky's falling. Now, hold your judgment and figure out what Fred does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because I think us making the tournament and seeing some guys starting to move on is opening up some doors.
It is. But I love what you said about how got to get over the hump. And
you got to find a way, and that's what you do. Like I said it yesterday about business-wise, right? You're always looking to get better. Like that's part of your job as a manager, as a boss or whatever, is always trying to figure out how to get better.
Yeah. And that
each and every year. Like if we're just okay with what we've done for the past and go 18-13, then that's so be it. Everybody stays. We all play in the playground together and get along.
And that team last year could have been a lot better with some different pieces. Again, I look at the road record with some different pieces. That's probably different. So I agree. Like you got to get some better players in here. Not that the guys who are leaving are bad, but
no, they just got to find a way to get better.
You do have to get some better players in here if we want to win a tournament game.
Fred and staff got to go figure that out. Coming in, they've conducted another in-home visit with Connor Hickman out of Bradley, sharp shooting kid. Yeah, he started like 87 games. in the past 3 seasons there.
Yeah.
They're trying to fill voids, right? They're looking at 6'10" guys. They're looking at JUCO. They're looking at transfers. And you got to get used to it in Nebraska. Get used to it. I want to be honest. They're not flocking to Nebraska. The portal is where we're going to live with keeping a core together and adding to that.
And it's where Hoiberg has always lived.
Yes.
Even at Iowa State.
And again, some like, well, we're getting this so-and-so transfer, but here's the deal. I've told you this, the same thing with football for me. I look at who else is looking at the kid. This Connor Hickman has also held in-homes with Indiana and Cincinnati, and apparently Kansas and Villanova have shown interest. Okay, now we're working in a space where it's like, all right, somebody's got some legit concern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that big man from Illinois. Can't remember his name. I think wasn't he on a visit?
I don't know. There's so many kids in the transfer portal to figure out right
There's
now.
options.
There's options.
And I really like that kid coming in from Wisconsin.
Yeah,
that recruit.
lefty.
He could play.
Straight up, fill it up. But as a freshman, he'll be the freshman guy, right?
Yeah, but I think he has a chance
I think
to start.
he has a chance to play. But it's a different
He'll
game.
play.
I've never been on I'm a traditionalist of college basketball, and I know that's pretty much gone out the door a lot right now.
It has.
In programs.
Yeah.
But freshmen are the ones that, unless you're like some epic, top-notch, top of the 5-star food chain freshmen aren't going to give you much. They're just not. They got to evolve to the game and get quick.
I know what you're saying, but I've seen this kid's tape and what he's doing in high school. He can just flat out score the ball. And we need that. That's a good piece coming off the bench.
Yeah. So, again, hold judgment. Let Fred and staff do the job. We'll get to the point where we need to be, but we got to get better. Obviously, we're not good enough to win a tournament game yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The end goal for Nebraska can't be, well, we got there this year. We'll do it every 4 years. Yeah. I don't think that's what we want. But I don't think that's what coach wants.
But you're getting back some big leadership. As far as we know, Rink, Grice.
Of course, right now they're going, hey, where'd everybody go?
I know. But like I said, you're bringing back Gary, Bryce, and Rink. That's a big 3, big leadership that you could build around.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
so where'd everybody go?
You at least have a foundation.
Yep. In other news, boy, unfortunately, Nebraska went up to Charles Schwab Field and dropped the game 5-3 to the Blue Jays. Boy, just a weird game, I guess. I mean, conditions weren't great, whatever. Nebraska found themselves down 5-0, lose 5-3. If you look at it, Creighton got their 5 runs in 2 innings, the second and the fourth. Bullpen comes in, shuts them down for 5. Nebraska only musters 7 hits, but struck out 14 times in the game.
Ooh. Yeah, that's tough, and it's annoying. You get ranked for the first time in how many years, and then you lose.
You know, you go, if you look early on in the game, Coach Bolt talked about it. It couldn't have started off any worse for them. And this is stuff of baseball talk that will get to you, and we talk about a lot with our kids. They had a runner on at third with less than 2 outs and couldn't put a ball in play to score a run. Execution at times, and it got Nebraska last night. But again, it's not falling. I know we lost the I-80 rival series, okay?
Yeah.
There's so much more to come. This team's got to get back to business. They're 11-1 in their last 11, 10-1 in the last 11. You know, and again, people are like, here we are, get ranked and we lose. Come on. It's okay.
By the way, it's absolutely a tragedy that game was not on TV.
Well, it wasn't on that Flow Sports.
It was on Flow Sports.
Yuck.
I mean, but out of the last 10 years, the NET is usually playing that Creighton, Nebraska game. Mm-hmm. Even Big Ten picks it up, but it wasn't on any of those. That's crazy to me. There were so many people that came into the bar yesterday and were mad about that. And it's crazy. That game should be on TV.
Yeah, they should find a way for that one. But
Big
it's
Ten
hates
Nebraska.
They do. So, all right. Good stuff. That's your Nebraska talk. Let's take a break because he's do we say Henry T's in the green room?
Yes.
There was that Henry T's in the green room. Let's take a quick break. Come back with the Mac.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
What up, T?
What's up, fellas?
T, how you doing, man?
All right. Hey, man. that transport portal is not being nice to us, is it?
I think we're going to talk about it, but I think we just need to be prepared for this every year.
Yeah, and with the guys that left between us, man, I'm good with it. We still got the core, with Gary, Mass, and Bryce.
Yep.
Hopefully they'll stick around, and then you have Ulyss waiting in the wings to take over the point. You got that kid from Wisconsin that I heard is the real deal, and we just need to get a couple of pieces around them. We'd be okay. I think we're still good. I hated to see Eli and DeMarcus and the freshman Diop.
Yeah, Diop. I'm not as concerned.
I just thought he had a lot of potential. I think
so too.
And I thought we should have played him more because when he got his opportunities, I thought the few minutes that he got the opportunity to play, I thought he was productive. I mean, he just didn't get the opportunity to showcase his talent, which I understand with what we had going and winning, and so I understand, but I still felt that we should have gave him a little bit more of opportunity. And I thought when Eli Rice came back healthy, I thought he would get back in the rotation, so I was surprised he didn't. And Jamarcus, I understand because I think he wants to start, and so I get his, and I hate to see him go, but the other was Lloyd and Blaze. I'm good with that, and CJ, I'm really good with that too. I
think CJ was ready to be done with Nebraska. Been here a long time, man.
Yeah. So I was good with him too. But the other three, I was hoping that they would develop and stick around. But we're good. That's what the transfer portal is about. And I know Coach Hoiberg was at the JUCO tournament. That's where I came from. Yeah, he was there.
I know. I'm gonna bring that up.
Yeah, he was down there looking at the tournament. I think Barton County won the whole thing, which was our nemesis when we played. We used to beat them. But
Barton County.
Yeah, Barton County, man. Jayhawk Conference, man. It's the best JUCO conference in the nation. Trust me. So you can always find some talent, D1 players down in that arena. So, hey, my brother looking at me because he was down there with me. He was a freshman in high school down there, so he's looking at me like whatever. He know the talent was down there.
Let's go. Is that the baby Mac then? Is he younger than you?
Yeah, he's younger.
That's the baby Mac.
He was the high riser. He was the high riser of the family. He had like a 44-inch vertical, jumping out, jumping over cars, dunking, and he was a legend in Lincoln while I was down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
44.
And he played against Purdue's coach in high school.
Matt Painter?
Yeah, Mike Painter's from outside Muncie. He's from our hometown.
Really?
That dude.
Yeah. He went to where did he go? Delta? Yeah, he went to Delta, and my brother went to Westdale. So,
man, that dude can coach.
Yeah,
he's so mad.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. I think they're the only team that's going to be able to face up with Connecticut.
That's what I said yesterday. I said that's the only matchup that works for Connecticut against Connecticut is that matchup.
Yeah, because the big boy is not going to dominate Edie. He's going to have problems.
he ain't going to be able to put him in the DJ booth.
No, like he did everybody else. And you got to give the guy props, man. He's I don't know what Illinois was thinking, but
Well,
NC State's on a little magical run, man. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's sit tight, guys.
Here we go.
Huh? Transfer portal. Oh, he's in transfer. Oh, Reggie Bass. Reggie who? Reggie Bass. Oh, from Muncie? Yeah. Okay. Transfer portal. Oh, we got a homeboy from Kent State.
Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy hump day. You know what that music means. It's time to bring on our good friend from out in sunny Arizona, Henry T. Buchanan. T, what's up?
What's up, fellas? Hey, it hasn't been sunny recently. The last couple of days, it's been a little chilly and rainy out here, man. We out here complaining. I'm whining like a baby out here.
Look, I don't feel bad for you. Take that.
But it's supposed to get up to 80 today for the next couple of days, and it's going to drop down. It's around 60, 61, a little rain, and then we'll get back to the 80s, and then we'll be back to normal. So just around the corner. So we'll suffer for a couple of days, and I'll whine a little bit, and then it'll spoil me like it always do.
Speaking of whining a little bit, man, have you talked to your boy Shu lately?
Oh, yeah, I talked to him
like, is he okay? Because I get a lot of texts every time there's a portal. What we doing? What Fred doing?
Oh, yeah. And
I'm trying to talk to you all. I'm trying to text Shu off the ledge.
I've been babying him a little bit. Say, hey man, we're in a new world. This is a new era, and I said, Coach Hoiberg was one of the first course coaches in D1, and when he was at Iowa State, that really experimented with getting new players every year and sitting them out, and he had a new team every year. So this is this par for the course for him, and we just got to trust with his eye for talent, and we just see where it goes. We do have our core people still here with Mass, Gary, and Bryce. We got Ulis, who set out from Iowa, that can probably take over the point guard position. I saw him play quite a bit a couple of years ago with Iowa, and he's a player. I mean, I don't know if he's on his brother's level that was at Kentucky and they played in the NBA, but he was more athletic and stronger and faster. So we would see what he had, see what happens there. And then we also the kid from Wisconsin. I heard he's the real deal. He can shoot it. So, I mean, I don't know if he's on K-Say's level, but I know he can put the ball in the bucket. And actually, speaking of K-Say, D. Vic and I will go watch this guy in the college three-point contest tomorrow night out here in University. I already got my tickets, so pretty excited about that and let him show the world, what he's capable of doing from the three-point line. And even though from my understanding, Coach Hoiberg kind of outshot him the other day, but that's Coach Hoiberg. That's 10 years NBA, maybe.
Still got it.
Yeah, still got it. So what do you expect, man? But that's not taking nothing away from K-Say. I mean, it's Coach Hoiberg, who's a great shooter in college and the NBA. And I think one of the years is last year. Didn't he lead the NBA with 3-point percentages that year?
I think it was close to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's not a bad deal. So we're looking forward to that. And that's the only thing I want to see. I'm not worried about the dunk contest because I think we've seen it all with the NBA and college before. But shooting like K-Say, man, now let's see what he does against the top shooters across the country. So,
T, what was it like when you were playing at Nebraska in terms of transferring? I mean, was it an anomaly when like 2 or 3 guys would transfer away?
No, we didn't have a lot of that. If anything, it was with D. Vic and I and Jeff Breakaway coming in from the JUCO ranks, teaming up with some of the more Iowa players, with the Brian Carrs of the world and Bernard Day, Bill Jackman, and Keith Newbert, Joe Sealer, and those guys. And then EJ came and set out that year from Baylor. He was a transfer. We had a couple of freshmen with Rodney Curtis and a few of them. So it was a new team that first year. And then the next year, of course, you bring in Rich Keene and Clifford Scales and a few other new guys. And, but it was different. They weren't coming from other schools other than Eric Johnson coming from Baylor. EJ, which is we called him Mini Microwave, played just like him at the time. So we were part of that in Coach Neef's first couple of years. But just watching it from the perspective that I see it from a distance and looking at schools and every team, the only difference is now we got to expect that every year our team's going to look different. And not only our team, but teams across the nation. And it's going to be tough to follow players in your school, where you had a 2, 3, 4 year players as seniors. I think that's obsolete now. So we just need to prepare for that. And what the key to it is, from my understanding, and I'm not, telling secrets or anything like that, I'm hearing recruits now, their first question is NIL and how much you going to pay me to come here. So it's not even about, being part of a successful program in the culture. And I talked about this a couple of years ago. Remember, I said Nebraska boosters are going to have to bring the suitcase. If we want to bring talent and keep talent, you got to bring the suitcase. So, and I know the football program with Raiola, what is his NIL, $2 million or something like that. I mean, that's going to be across the board in all sports, and we're not any different in any other program. And it's going to be about that. It's going to be about the money. Now, don't get me wrong, the facility, the coaching, and things that sort is going to be important. But more than that is where we're at from the NIL perspective, and is Coach Brad, not coach, but is Nebraska prepared to pay these players and get them to come and get them to stay? Because I think Coach Hoiberg is going to do his part, but we're going to need some assistance in getting these guys to sign and get the guys to stay. We got the right coaching staff and the right coach to lead them. Now we just got to get them here and get them signed.
Now, T, let's be honest with this thing, okay? Because every year you go through exit interviews, right? There's hard conversations that are had. Whether the kid wants to leave or the coach is like, hey, here's your role. Boom. Now, with that said, let's be honest also, Nebraska is just not there yet. They're not there yet. Okay, let's be honest with they got the A&M, they got there, they got beat. When you look at it, the coach's job is to get this team better and better every single year, and that might be moving parts around here and there, right? So look at that team with the defections right now. I call them defectors, by the way, because it's way more fun word than portal transfers. What does Nebraska need to do to get over that hump? I think for me, it's a physical big man, a rim protector.
Yes, well, definitely. And I said that to Coach Hoiberg after the game. I texted him after the game against Texas A&M. We got to get, first of all, bigger, and we're going to have to get better from that perspective. And we're going to need size to compete not only in the Big Ten, but across the country. And definitely with USC, Washington, UCLA, and Oregon coming in, and if I don't know if y'all saw that big kid in the middle at Oregon, he was a monster. I text Dana Altman after they won the big Pac-12 championship, and I told him congratulations. And he said, as long as my big man in the middle comes to play, man, we'd be all right. And he was absolutely right. The guy brings it, and we're going to need players like that. And not only height, but we're going to need size and athletic ability, guys who can run the floor, who can rebound, and who can bang. If you look at some of the top teams across the country, that's what they have. Although, I was surprised Houston went down, but Duke is Duke, and NC State's is playing great right now. And I tell you what, that big kid, I don't know what you want to call him. Shu calls him Baby Vic. but he's a load. But I think he's gonna have a problem with Edey. But we're gonna need guys like that. The big kid from Illinois, the one that didn't start, that comes in and bring him that side, and little Girth man that comes in there and bang. We're gonna have to get players like that, because when we struggled in games, it was where Mass struggled. I always thought that it was against big, athletic, fast, strong guys that's able to run the floor and jump, and it was tough to put bodies on them, and if you did, they just jumped over you anyway. So the Mass is always going to be an integral part of our program and our team, and he's one of our leaders, and he's very valuable, and he has a lot of skills that just fit in with our program, with the ability to pass, shoot, and dribble and what have you. But if you can't get the rebound, then it's going to be tough to showcase that talent. So we're going to have to get some of those, and that's why I was, some of the guys that left, like Diop, I was wanting to see him develop, but unfortunately, he's not here, and we just got to move on. So I'm not even going to dwell on the players who left. Let's talk about the players who are still here, and that's going to be part of this program and our nucleus, and with the new players coming in, and whoever Coach Hoiberg is going to bring in. I think Nebraska fans are going to be very pleased with what we see next year, and I'll be confident as I have been the last 3 years in this program and in Coach Hoiberg.
We're talking to Henry T. Buchanan. I was talking to Moats the other day, and he was talking to me about how I didn't know that Lincoln hosted regionals for the NCAA tournament. I didn't know that, and I saw that they hosted one in '88, and I'm surprised. I don't think you've ever brought that up before.
Yes, I did. I think I brought it up a long time ago, the year that Danny Manning won, and I remember I told you I took Danny Manning out and we had beers. I think I took it to P.O. Pears.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, because we had Pittsburgh. We had Pittsburgh in our conference, and I think Will Perdue was at was at the school down in Tennessee.
Vanderbilt? Was he at Vanderbilt?
Yeah, he was at Vandy. Vandy was here. Pittsburgh was here. and I forgot the other school, but Danny and them, that's when Danny and them won the first 2 games here, and before they went on and won the national championship. And I took Danny out, and this is after they won. And I got him down at P.O. Paris. We were hanging out, and, Danny's a big beer drinker. And
No, not Danny.
So, of course, at that time, that was my choice of drinks at the time as well. I was a Bud Light guy at the time, and had beers. And I stayed in contact with him even till today. I still stay in contact with some of the former, of course, we've had Band-Aid Man on, Derek Chivas.
Yep.
Stay in contact with those guys that was great players, back in that time. And yes, they did play in the regionals here, and that's where they started, right here, won 2 games and kept it moving.
Well, T, how do we get the movement? Because obviously Coach has been down in Kansas, your old stomping grounds. How do we get you on a jet with him to make sure we get the big guy?
Oh, man. Hey, bring him out here in Arizona.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying you could go down there and like I just feel like when you walk back in the huts, like the doors open and the music starts and the sun comes out and you're like, oh.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that. I was in Hutch about 3 months ago. I went down there to see my booster parents and booster sister, what have you, and I got a chance to go see a couple of games. They had a tournament there, and so I'm there at the game, and of course, people are going to recognize you, what have you, and actually.
Remember, I was in Memphis. I know they do.
So no, but I'm there, and the radio guy that does the games came, and he actually wasn't the radio guy when I was playing, but he remembers me, and some of the basketball head of operations remember. He's from Lincoln, and of course, and so I'm talking to these guys, and then a few fans start coming in and say, "Hey, I heard your name on the radio. I heard you at the game, so we had to come and see you." And I'm just
that's cool.
and because the crowds is not like it was when D. Vic and I were there. I mean, it was sellouts every game, and it just wasn't the same. But they have a very competitive team, and I think we got an invite to the tournament this year, but I don't know how we finished. I know Barton County won it, but that's a good recruiting ground. The Jayhawk Conference is a great recruiting ground. Actually, we got Blaze from the Jayhawk Conference. I think he came from Coffeyville or somewhere down there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so so it's a great recruiting ground for big men and players who can just step in and play immediately. And I've told you all before with this transfer portal, every year is going to be JUCO and transfers from other schools are going to be the top recruits. And unfortunately, if you're not a 5-star high school player, you may have to go to mid-major or the JUCO route to get looks, and that's where we're at in today's era. And is that a bad thing? No, because it's all about winning. And one thing we're going to see, and the key thing is Coach Hoiberg who's out there recruiting.
Yep.
Not the assistants, he's out there, the man. And when a player sees the head coach, they know that they're for real, and they really want you to come to the university. So I'm glad he's out there, hitting the pavement.
Well, T, I want to remind you before we get you out of here. I know you said it's going to be 80 there today. I don't think you've got much time before you're back in Lincoln before the next match, so you better get the clubs in your hand.
I know, and I've been thinking about that, and I know I've been dealing with this Valley's fever, and so they finally took me off the medication. So my body, I'm not as sore. My muscles not as sore.
Good, man. Congrats. That's awesome.
So you and Shu may be in trouble.
Oh.
Hey, Will, you're going to see a different T when I get back next month. You'll see a different T, and I'll be a lot more healthier, and the swing will be a little bit more fluid, and I'm going to let them do all the talking like they did last time, and a couple of questionable putts that they made us putt, and they were taking. I can talk about all those things they did to get to win this. By one stroke or whatever it was, and but that's okay. A rematch is, it's always going to be different. And a win's a win. A win's a win, folks. And hopefully I can have a few sodas.
Yeah,
that's what I think is going to help us. I
think
might,
because I got to tell you, yesterday Will Wilson was a mess. He didn't have those little Zen nicotine things, and he was a wreck on our show.
Yeah, well,
no way.
I'm with you, man. They're shady. They're very shady, and I think we're going to get them this year.
Oh yeah, and then shoot, when he's being nice to you,
Oh, he's feeling
Yeah,
bad.
you
He says no. It's
there's
like
no
this.
telling what was going on, the conversation that was going on in that golf cart, But when they were with us, because I know Shu, the looks he gives you, and I know him like a book. Y'all just don't know. I know, but I know how to get under his skin. So
Yeah, you do.
he'll be a little nervous when we next month when I come back healthy and ready to play. And I'm not even using that as an excuse. We still should have beat you guys, but I'll give you your props, man. You got us, and but it went down to the last couple of holes, so it wasn't like. And we really had the first 9, and I think that questionable call there was at hole 8 or 9. That
it got in our heads.
yeah, it kind of.
I just remember when the dagger came. I think I threw the dagger, didn't I?
You did. Was that 6 iron? Was it a 6 iron or something that you hit that joker about?
I know. I remember it was that 3-wood into the island.
It 3-wood? It was something.
Oh yeah.
200 yards onto the green.
Dagger.
Oh, that was demoralizing. I didn't want to say nothing. I said, "Oh man, this might be it."
It was probably that weak music you guys are playing too in your cart.
Yeah, we got to talk about that, T. When
you don't like my jazz?
Well, it's fine. It's good. It's just I need a little something. I need some pump up stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right, okay. I do. I'll tell you what. I'll change up the music. Matter of fact, I'll let you bring the music because I can listen.
Hey, I need some DJ Quick.
Oh, well, I can handle the DJ Quick. Handle the DJ Quick.
Yeah.
Actually, Shu and I and Joe Pete was on the 3-way, and we were just talking about we traveled a lot in 3-on-3s around Midwest. We played the AAU back in the day, and actually the DJ Quick song was our theme song, and actually it's the one that we use when Shu comes on. It was that was our theme song, and we would play that not only when we got close to the facility where we were going to play at, but we even had a boom box. We would play it while we were warming up. For whatever reason, it would pump us up, and we kind of talked about that last night. And the funny story is we played in a tournament in I think it was Auburn or Falls City. It was a 3-on-3.
Well, they let you guys have you way down there.
Yeah, but we come cruising with our windows down with DJ Quick playing, blasting, and all these people were looking at us like, who are these black guys in this car playing this loud music? And we were playing in this parking lot, this grocery parking lot, and I know we made everybody in town nervous, and of course, we dominated the tournament, of course, and once they figured out who we were, then it was, most people when they find out you're ex-Huskers or something or who you are, man, they get kind of intimidated, but they were looking at us like it's going to be trouble, and not knowing that it was the 3 nicest guys in the world, in this car, we're not going to hurt a butterfly, but the music was bumping, man, and we were cruising in Falls City, man, and the whole town was just, like everybody stopped and was staring at us, and we were just bebopping our head, music loud, windows down, summertime, and hot and humid, and here we go. We get out the car, and then we beat everybody and going back to Lincoln. Well, no, I think we stayed the night because I think it was a 2-day tournament, and we ended up getting a hotel and kind of hung out because everybody always had their little tournament party or something like that. And I had to follow up with Shu on that, but we always talked about that DJ Quick. So thanks for bringing it up, Will. That was a conversation piece last night.
You got it.
Oh, man. T, great stuff, my friend, man. Well, enjoy it out there in the nice weather. And, boy, next week we'll be talking a little golf with you, by the way, because it'll be Masters week next week.
Yeah, Masters. And I tell you what, they are going to let the other Live League players play in this. They're not, because someone
they're letting a few of them play.
Yeah, because I think John Rahm, they were talking about may give Scheffler a run for his money. With Scheffler on fire, even though he blew a putt the other day, but Scheffler's on fire right now. So so we'll see, and I get it, and I know they're talking about the merger, what have you, man. But golf is still a beautiful sport and fun to watch. So it's I just want to get better than I am right now, and then start beating you and Shu on a consistent basis, Will and I. So and that's coming, buddy.
Awesome, good stuff, T. Appreciate it, my friend. Stay take care of yourself. We'll talk to you real soon.
All right, peace. Y'all take care, fellas. Thanks for having me.
Henry T. Buchanan, Husker legend, right there. Always good stuff with T. So let's take a break. When we come back, we're gonna look at the NBA. Playoffs are here. Who might be out and who might be in?
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
it's coming.
What's that?
T. Me and T.
Oh, it ain't coming nowhere.
We are kicking your
Same
guys.
story, different time. Blah 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 blah.
And you know, we
blah,
can't
blah.
go. We can't go to Hillcrest. We can't go to my
We
course.
go back to mine. We can go Muni. We can do whatever.
We can go to Grandpa's Woods.
Oh my goodness, what are we talking about here? NBA, good stuff, MT. That's funny. He said him talking about going to Auburn and Fall City.
I can see why. Yeah,
What's on tap tonight, man? What are you making for dinner? What are you guys making?
we're gonna grill.
You got a grill. Grill going, man. Question. I talked about obstacles, right? Will the grill start in the wind?
Will the grill?
Well, it depends on the positioning of the grill outside. Like, honestly, there's people that have problems with, like, my grill, like right now, it's a natural gas grill, but the way it positions in the outside of on the patio, right? The wind will mess with it.
Oh, it's gonna be fine.
All right, I'm just throwing obstacles out. What are you making though? What are we grilling? Steaks, burgers,
Well,
dogs.
We're gonna go to Hy-Vee and
Go through it.
get whatever we want. I'm kind of feeling a steak, but if we wanted to do
You
burgers,
got to check out some of those other places out too. Like, you feel like Hy-Vee, like, honestly, like, hit the old Fairway maybe, or the Mercado.
I know about Fairway.
I love that place.
I know about Fairway.
Hit the old butcher block. Steak sounds good. We do Sunday steaks at the house.
Yeah,
Sunday steaks.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
What are the favorite sides? What, like, if you guys talk about sides? Big old tater.
We haven't really talked about it.
Yeah, let's go, man.
We're going to talk about it tonight.
Have you had a steak with Nora yet?
No.
All right. There's all these things. Like, do you think she's a steak sauce person, or are you going to be able to cook it good enough you don't need no steak sauce?
I'm kind of nervous.
That's a nervous, venture.
I'm kind of nervous because
my-
I'm not. I was talking to Ernie about it at the bar yesterday. I'm not like the best griller. I'm still learning.
All right. So let's just make sure this is right. So, like, for instance, like my daughter's boyfriend, they've been dating for a while now, and we do steaks every Sunday night, and he comes over and hangs out, and he finally had to admit that he's a steak sauce guy. Ooh. I don't do steak sauce.
You don't do sauce?
No, boy, you cook a good enough steak, you don't need no sauce.
Yeah, I don't really do sauce either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even.
We don't know.
In that,
Just
what
those
is it?
things up.
What's the name of that sauce? W4. What is it? Yeah, I never.
Worcestershire.
No.
A1. Heinz 57. Ketchup.
The ketchup.
I'm just saying, Nick Gregoth uses ketchup on his steaks.
I know it's an abomination.
It's disgusting.
It's an abomination.
Just thought. Do you cocktail wise? Is it a wine night? Do we throw some wine in the mix?
I'm not drinking tonight.
Well, come on now. I'll give you a break today.
I'm not doing it.
All right. Nora says A1 sauce. We got to renegotiate this thing.
A1, yeah.
A1.
That's
Boy.
what I was trying to figure out.
Are we a medium rare? How are we cooking these things? Or just like, I just hope I get it cooked.
I'm really embarrassed because, like, I know how to grill. It's just I don't know how to do it perfectly every time.
Well, it doesn't be perfectly every time.
Nora, I'm sure
Just
knows.
tonight.
Nora, I know how to. She knows how to grill.
So you're getting the food. Nora's going to take care of the business.
No, I'm gonna do it until I can't. Like, if I need her to step in, I'm gonna be
gonna do
like,
it,
Nora,
and
come on
that-
over here.
That is I'm going to do it until I can't.
I know, Sarah. Ernie told me about the thermometer.
No, you got to use them. I use them. Good steak.
What's the temp?
If you're doing a good grill steak, you like medium rare?
Yeah.
Pull that puppy off about 130, 135. Let it sit for about 5. It'll get to about 142, 145.
Okay.
Nice warm pink center.
All right.
Nail it. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody feel like this is the K-State Tamanaga type song? Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy hump day. Special thanks there to Henry T. Buchanan for hanging out with us. Ryan 840 says, good steak probably cooked should never require sauce.
It's true.
Well, but Nora likes A1.
Wait, I think she was just
Oh,
saying.
she just giving us the A1? I was trying to figure out if she likes the A1.
She might like it. I don't know.
Or maybe she's talking about you. You are A1.
Oh, Nora, you're so nice.
You were talking about Will Wilson. He is A1. Welcome back in. You guys having a great Wednesday. Real quick before we take another break, I just want to look. We haven't talked NBA a lot, and we're now down to They're at like game 76.
Yeah,
right?
so like this is the time to start paying attention to the NBA.
Yeah, right. It is because you're coming down like, well, your team, if you're following a team, where they stand right now, who's already clinched, right? So right now, if you're looking out west right now, Denver, Minnesota, Oklahoma City is all clinched a spot. It's an interesting race for the top. Okay, you've got they play 82 games. You have six or so games left. Denver right now clings to Minnesota a half game lead on both those. The race for the 1 seed is on. Okay, the race for the 1 seed is on. Be a lot of fun to watch that. Now, I like to watch the bottom side of this right now. So you look at the last 5 and 6. So the top 6 make the playoffs. The 7 through 10 is the play-in. Okay. New Orleans and Dallas right now both are tied at 5 and 6. Okay, 7.5 games away from the top spot. But look who's lurking back there to maybe get into that last couple spots. Sacramento and Phoenix. They are both just 1 game back of both those teams. So will they remain in the playoff team or not, or whatever?
Isn't it crazy to see teams like Sacramento,
they're playing good,
Phoenix,
man. And again, you're
the
talking
Warriors in the play-in.
Yes, Creighton. You're talking about Sacramento. It's not a perennial, but they're 44. Like these teams are all the only team. Not like every team there is above 500.
Yeah,
it's been a tough race in the West because, like I said, LA's in there 43 and 33. They're 10 games out, most likely a play-in game participant. And then Golden State, big win last night over Dallas to maintain they're 3 games up of that final spot.
It's just, I think about what the Suns did in the offseason. They bring in Beal, they bring in Durant, and that gets them the 8th spot in the play-in. Like that's lower than expectation.
Yes. Also looking at it right now and look at the East right now, you've got this is a close race too. You got a lot. I mean, not as close as the West. The West, obviously, I think is the better conference right now. Boston, they have a 12-game advantage. They've clinched the top seed. They have 59 and 16. Milwaukee, Cleveland, Orlando sitting right there. New York, Indiana, they're clinging on to a slim half-game lead over Miami right now for the playoff spot. Who's going to be in the play-in tournament? Miami, Philadelphia, Chicago, Atlanta. Presumably, that's set. Minus that last spot with Miami and Indiana. Philadelphia got a big-time return last night, and Joel Embiid made his way back onto the court last night. They got to win. That'll be a team to watch out when they get to the playoffs.
It's funny, like the 10-9 seed in the East, all below 500.
They're all below it. They're all 4 games below it.
The 10-9 in the West, they all have winning records.
So
the West is just so much better.
It'll be just a lot of fun if you guys now, like I said, you start tracking the NBA, where they're at, where your favorite team is, what teams might not be.
I don't know what to do with my hands. The T-Wolves threatening for the 1 seed. I've never seen this.
This is uncharted territory for you.
I'm excited.
So
I'm excited.
Good morning. You're on the morning hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Ernesto, what's
Good
up?
Good morning.
Not too much. Will, are you gonna set it off tonight, man? You got to do it until you can't do it no more, man. You said it. Hey, I don't know if you like Billy Butler, but he's from Jacksonville, and I can get you an autograph of his if you'd like. And if I could get your hat size, I might be able to get you a Royals hat signed. So
Billy Butler, wow, that's
boy, blasting the past there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm okay off that. I don't need that.
Well, we're working on your Fred Couple autograph, so.
All right, that I'll take.
Hey, you know what? Little known story. I was there when Daly had his meltdown in Jacksonville Beach at the TPC. He got up with these guys, Lex and Terry. They were radio morning guys.
Mm-hmm.
He was singing with drinks in his hand. It was phenomenal.
And he probably shot 5 under the next day.
Oh yeah, his wife left him that next day.
Oh God, jeez.
That's the.
I love you guys.
Thanks, Ernesto. Have a good one, brother.
See you, Ernesto.
So that's your NBA roundabout right now. So should we you want to take another break?
Yeah.
All right, let's take another break, and we got a couple of stories that we missed that you'll be wanting to hear.
More next on the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Thanks, Ernesto.
That's the best. Well, he doesn't miss much, my friend.
No, he does not.
I'm excited for you to grill out tonight. We got baseball tonight.
I'm really excited. Yeah, the
6 o'clock baseball game out in this.
the Royals got a win last night.
They did. Congrats. One of my stories is baseball that I put in there. I think it's so awesome. Not awesome, but talks about when you're in a slump, you can break out it real easy. Hey, you grill out. You got the sides are pretty good, so you got to make sure you get the right sides.
I love a good Caesar salad.
Oh, Caesar.
I love a twice baked, but I don't know if we'll do that tonight. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I got to talk to Nora. I want to do what she wants to do.
I mean, that's the right thing to do. It's a date. You communicate.
Yeah.
Gotta have a glass of wine or something with a steak, man. It's so good.
Not doing it.
Nice glass of cab.
Not doing it.
You know?
I don't cab. Gross.
Ooh,
No.
yeah, boy. Nice bold cab.
I'm a white wine guy.
Oh, God. Nice bold cab. Go with a big old thick steak. What's a cut of steak, too? Is it New York strip? Filet? What are we doing?
I like the strip.
Gotta do the strips.
But I don't even know if we're going to do steak. Like, if Nora wants to do burgers, I'll do burgers.
What are you most comfortable with? A steak or a burger?
I can grill a burger. I have more experience grilling burgers.
Good old brat might be up your alley tonight, buddy.
Oh, I love brats, too.
Brat and air fry some fries. There you go.
Air fry.
No, go steak, man. Come on.
We'll see. We'll see.
Stir fry?
Stir fry?
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
What? Like a little stir fry meat? And it's stir fry meat, some peppers and onions and stuff?
Nah, I've never done that. Never done that. I'm so used, growing up, my mom's a fantastic cook.
Yeah. She's got recipes probably stored away in old cookbooks, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. You know what's funny is they've been in Palm Springs since last week.
Because they can.
And I haven't talked to them at all.
Like, not one piece of communication.
Not once.
No text, no nothing.
No. I don't even know when they're coming back. Like, I should probably find that out.
They might be home tonight. You don't know that.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Wouldn't that be a problem?
Yeah.
A little American Pie action? And walk in. I mean, it's a bad deal. Jotter 1285. It's got to be a strip. If he's doing it, he thinks he's doing strip. He likes strips.
I like New York strips. Ribeyes are good too.
Yeah, New York strip.
It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume.
Welcome back to the morning hookup. Few moments left, not much time. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll knock out a few stories that we missed real quick. Will, did you see? Are you gonna play it? You can play
No,
it.
go ahead.
You don't need it. It's up. Boy, interesting stuff coming out of Kansas City down. It was at Jackson County. The Chiefs. I mean, they've been playing there since what 1960 something. So the team can move on at some point. We don't know what's going to happen right now. There was a sales tax in Jackson County was shot down by voters on Tuesday. That tax right now runs through 2031. They want to get that extended to 2064. It was a 58-41 margin, man, a big margin. So now that money was supposed to go to, I believe, like a $600, $800 million renovation to Arrowhead and to move the Royals downtown. Not happening. What is the next steps for the Royals and the Kansas City Chiefs?
Wow. So
they got to find some other places for some money.
They got to find some money. Well, it's so funny. I've heard different opinions on the Royal Stadium thing. A lot, like I'm for it because I think you need to have an atmosphere around the stadium. Right now, it's just a parking lot, and there's nothing really to do around the stadium. But you talk to some locals, they make it sound like it's a nightmare. Where that stadium is gonna go,
nightmare.
They make it sound like it's a nightmare.
Team President Mark Donovan went on to say, didn't have much. He said, "We respect the process. We're disappointed. We will do and look to do what is best interest of our fans and organization as we move forward."
Wow, what a mess.
They've been there since 63, the Royals since 1973, by the way. What happens next? Because the Chiefs had said they would sign a 25-year lease at Arrowhead if the tax went through. It didn't. More to come with that, buddy.
Well, and apparently they're saying the Royal Stadium, the cement one of the reasons they're trying to move is they're claiming the cement is like poisonous.
Really?
Yeah, like the cement they use is if it gets old enough, it like exposes this poison from the cement.
Wow. Well,
it's not good for the human body. I don't know.
Weird stuff happening down there, my friend.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's going to mean for the Royals and the Chiefs moving forward.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Man, what a big game from Bryce Harper.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Tim, did you see what he was coming into that game? 0 of 11. Hadn't had a hit all year.
No way.
That's what I was talking about, a slump.
He had 3 home runs.
0 of 11. Come out with 3 bombs, 1 being a grand slam, 6 RBIs, a career high of 6 RBIs in 1 game. Boom.
That's one thing I want to see. I've never watched a game live and seen 3 home runs. That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, it's just so far and few in between, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, man, what a night for him.
And a grand slam.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How are the Braves doing?
They're 3-2. They lost 1. It's so funny. They lost to the White Sox.
Yeah, well,
you know,
it's okay.
They lost to the White Sox.
The White Sox.
I mean, this is so early. The Yankees are out to a 5-1 start. The Tigers are 4-0.
They got young players, man.
For whatever it's worth. I mean, you look at the Astros; they're off to a 1-5 start with a no-hitter and mix in there, and I mean, you can go up and down this thing. The Pirates are undefeated. The Dodgers, they make me so sick. Scored 5+ runs in every game this year. Wow. They're going to be trouble. So from Will and I, appreciate you guys so much hanging out on a Wednesday. Don't forget, tomorrow we will have Ask Will Anything. Have a great hump day. We'll catch you on a Thursday.